This is Sparta!
Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Tanks. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are back in the Conway, the Tier 9 British turreted tank destroyer. And we are going to put ourselves up to a little challenge. As you may have already noticed, I have 30 HESH rounds loaded. That's it. I decided, we're on our way to the FE 4005. And because of that, we had to give it a shot, right? So, you guys know I loved the 5.5-inch gun, even with armor-piercing rounds. But I told you guys that the HESH rounds are pretty decent in this as well. And I'm going to showcase a bit of that in this one. Now, don't get me wrong. There are plenty of shots that aren't going to do what you want them to. But even the shots that don't do what you want them to are generally going to do something. And that's the beauty of HESH. So, a lot of the shots that you guys are going to see early on are going to be assisting shots. Shots where I know I'm not necessarily going to pin them, but even if I don't pin, I'm going to do a little bit of damage and track them. And that comes in handy when you've got people with you shooting at things. But that being said, I actually enjoyed running nothing but HESH on this today, and I'll be honest, I think it's underrated because it can put up a paddling. I'm not saying that it's a paddling necessarily. Let me rephrase that. It'll put up a beating. Now, you see I've detected real quick. We have the Brazil there, and you can see the auto lock pull the trigger. It's not preferable. Now, I will say this. The HESH rounds are expensive. It's a 5.5-inch gun, and the HESH rounds cost 7,200 gold. Or 72, yeah, wow. That would be really expensive. 7,200 silver. I'm sorry. And so, you're not going to make a whole lot of money. But that being said, you can use HESH effectively, and you're going to get, generally on a penetration, you're going to average over 700 damage, which is quite a bit more than you get with the armor-piercing round, which is right around 500 damage per shot. Okay, so keeping that in mind, you can see kind of the advantage there. We get literally an extra 50% of damage off of each shot. So when you're able to consistently pin those HESH shells, which this thing is capable of, even on armored tanks, you got to be careful, because if you give up a weak spot, this thing can punch you in the mouth. Now this Lurva, or Loa, or I hate pronouncing that stupid tank. It's the Black Edition Low. I know there's at least 5 of you in the comments going to be like, Spartan, we've said it many a times, and there's a good shot into the back of the 54, and we take him, well, we don't take him down, but we do well over 700 damage. So between the two shots, we're already over 1,000 damage. And there we get a shot into the side. Again, not a lot of damage, 250 damage, but we track him, and he gets hit, and is he going to get finished? He gets his track fixed, but then he gets finished by the T-95. So now that those guys are all down that quickly, they're down 4 tanks, I decide to move up. And then I realize, oh, hello. How are you doing, Sunshine? Got out. And only 216, but we track him. Is he going to get finished by the T-95? Doesn't look like it. T-95's not paying attention. He's looking at the light tank off to my left. He's got 31 hit points. Nobody does this quite like I do. That's what I'm saying. Like, I see so many people whiff on those shots, and I don't know why. But unfortunately, because I had to shoot at the light tank and get rid of him, we're not going to get loaded in time to finish, or to get a good shot onto the 60 TP, or whatever it is. The Polish Tier 9. So we're going to move up, try to get some shots. As you can see, a lot of our teammates have held the castle, which is pushing these guys out into the field and making them sit still, which is preferable, because that means using the mobility that this thing has, going over 40 kilometers an hour, you can sneak up on people. And when you sneak up on people with HESH loaded, it's generally going to be a punch. Like, you'll see. Even Tier 10 tanks. Keep that in mind. So, wait for it. And, oh look, it's an AMX-50B. He's broadside on. Wait for it. Aim. Careful. Pow! 766 damage through the side of a Tier 10 heavy tank. That is what I'm talking about. Considering the armor piercing would only hit for like 500 and something. Now here he's baiting us into shooting, and I'm really wanting to. I pull the trigger. Unfortunately goes a little to the right, but we do have that mobility that allows us to get off the ridgeline. And again, this is where having that turret comes in handy. Now this tank has good gun depression, but unfortunately does not have gun elevation. Now are we going to be able to sneak another shot? Yes, we are. 714 damage into the back of his turret. A little bit of a lucky shot there, but, you know, you're going to miss every shot you don't take. You know what I mean? So you got to take what you can get. So, that being said, there was a Jaggy 100 up on my right recently, and sure enough, he's still there. He's got 881 health. I'm not going to be proud of what I end up doing here at the end, but watch this. Wait for it. 773 damage. Now, I have rolled over 900 with the HESH round, so keep that in mind. Now here, he's got 108 health left. In my mind, all I have to do is hit anywhere on his tank. Yeah. Now we try to get him to miss, and he looked like he was going to go for the ram, and then we try to pull forward. He does hit us, unfortunately, but it doesn't matter because we finish him off. But yeah, definitely not preferable. I thought, you know, even with the small caliber HESH, I would be able to at least do over 100 damage on the side of him. Unfortunately, that was not the case, and I paid the price. 3,900 damage, though, top of the leaderboard in a Tier 10 lobby. Not too bad. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and if you're ready for the FV4005. So if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.